Chào mừng quý vị và các bạn đang cùng đến với chương trình Việt Nam trong tim tôi. Trên tay của Nguyên Khang đây là một cuốn sổ với những hình ảnh và đặc điểm văn hóa của Việt Nam. Và điều đặc biệt là cuốn sổ này do một người phụ nữ Anh thực hiện với những ý tưởng của mình. Ngày hôm nay chúng ta sẽ cùng gặp gỡ cô ANNABELLE AUDIER, một nhà hoạt động xã hội và cũng là chủ thương hiệu ANNABELLE.
Good, thank you.
Yeah. When did you come to Vietnam?
I came originally in 1996, and then I left for 5 years in 2000, and then I came back.
Yeah. So you come to Vietnam the first time for traveling or for any reason?
The first time I came to Vietnam, I came directly to work. When I was 6 years old, I used to live in Hong Kong. And my mother was working in the refugee camps, helping Vietnamese refugees. So I used to help my mother hand out the soybean milk. So that's the first time I heard about Vietnam. And then in the mid-90s in the UK, there was a lot of information about Vietnam in the newspapers. Everyone was saying it was the new Asian tiger. It had very hard-working people, a very interesting countryside, nice food. It was a place where foreigners should go and invest and should go and spend time. So I came here to check it out.
Yeah. So can you tell me in details that other job you have done before?
Yeah, before I used to work in many different aid projects. One was in the countryside, helping people to have water, the bơm nước, in the countryside. And I also worked with education programs up in the northern regions with ethnic minorities, and also with health program for World Bank.
Yeah. So which made you interested in the previous job?
Aid work. When I arrived in Vietnam in '96, the country obviously was starting to develop, but I still saw that there was a lot of poverty in Vietnam, and so I felt that I was more interested to help people who in need, more than trying to sell them, soap powder and products like that. I felt it was more important to help people with health problems, education problems. So my background at university, I studied social anthropology, which is the study of different cultures. And so I spent 6 months living in a mountain village in Nepal when I was 23, with no electricity, no road. I had to walk 2 days to get to the village, and then I stayed there for 6 months. So I've always liked to explore different places and discover different places.
Yeah, but actually you can choose other Asian or Southeast Asian country, not Vietnam. But why you come here?
Well, what I find very interesting about Vietnam is there are many things. Obviously, the people are the best thing about Vietnam. I think they have a very good sense of humor. They're very hardworking. And they're great people. The country also has a lot of variety. You have a long coast with lots of lovely beaches, good food. And also what I find interesting is you have so many different cultural influences in Vietnam, from the French, from the Japanese, from the Americans, from the Chinese. And when you go around the country, you can see Chinese temples in Cholon, you can see French-style colonial buildings in Hanoi, and as well as many indigenous Vietnamese architecture and styles in the countryside. And for me, I find that mix very interesting, and that's for me what makes Vietnam very unique and different to other Asian cities.
Mekong Bell, what does it mean?
Mekong, obviously the river, from the river, and because my name is ANNABELLE, and also the word bell means beautiful things, so it was like beautiful things from the Mekong. And not just Vietnam, our next plan is to do an activity book like we've done for Vietnam in Cambodia, to help people understand Angkor Wat and Siem Reap and different places.
Yeah. So when is your idea started?
I've been having the idea for many years. I've wanted to do something creative for many years. But before I needed to earn more money, so I couldn't start it until I had some money I could invest in it.
Yeah. Did anyone have you to set up your business?
Yes, my partner, Nha Chan, we work on it together. So we did that together, yeah. And it's useful that my husband is a lawyer because then he can help me with the legal work.
I see. Why do you pay attention to about the textile products and postcard, not the other things?
We focused on paper products just because it seemed like a niche in the market. In Vietnam, they have very good handicrafts, bamboo, lacquer, different things like that. Yeah. And so for us, I wanted to do something that was very graphic, very colourful, and quite fashionable, quite trendy. In the UK, this kind of look is quite fashionable, and I thought that there was the potential using the Vietnamese images and this international look to combine something. Make it attractive and unique. Yeah.
At the first time when you set up your business, is there any difficulty?
I think the main difficulty at the beginning was getting a quality right, because at the beginning we had to reject a lot of the initial samples and the stock because the quality was not high enough. But gradually we've been working with the factories and the workshops, and now we have the quality we're happy with, and also the consistency.
I'm very curious, beside that, the notebook, do you have any other kinds of products?
Yeah, sure. If you'd like to come to my office, we can look at some of the products.
Yeah, we can go.
I've always liked this propaganda style, the socialist realist style, which we incorporate in our work also.
So this is your office where you have to brainstorm any idea for your designs?
Yes, this is the nerve center of creativity. We just have a few staff and we have different freelance designers come. So normally it's just 2 or 3 of us working here. And so these are some of our products that we've done here.
Can you show me some special products that you certify the most?
Sure. Well, as you can see, we've got influences from many different areas of Vietnam. Here we have the buffalo from the north of Vietnam. We have the lanterns from Hoi An. The traffic.
Can I take a look? Very special.
The Vietnamese traffic has always inspired me, but not for a good reason, but more because I find it quite chaotic.
Maybe this idea coming from when you get stuck in the traffic jam, right?
Yes.
So beside all of the notebook here, do you have any special books?
Yes, we also have the activity book, which sells very well. This is for children, and the idea is to do games and in that way to understand about Vietnamese culture.
Oh, really? So this book is for the children in the kindergarten, that they can study and know about the Vietnamese culture? Yes,
They're mainly sold for tourists and foreigners who live here.
For their son to know about the Binh Thanh market.
Yes, So Binh Thanh market and how can you get out of Binh Thanh market. So we always try and have some humor and some real knowledge of Vietnam in our products.
Very unique idea.
These are really our full product range. We've also got these cups, which are done in the propaganda style. And here we have note cards that we make.
Do you feel any difficulty when finding the idea to be different in your product?
Yeah, I find it's no difficulty finding the ideas. I have thousands of ideas. The problem is actually doing them and then making something that is going to be cost effective, high quality and original. So in terms of making it unique, we feel it's still quite unique, our product. So
you have to brainstorm a new product.
We brainstorm the whole time. Every time there's a new idea. So every day when we work, we always discussing new ideas the whole time. Things that inspire us, something like for example at Trung Thu Festival, we see many colourful lanterns, and then we get ideas, or when we go down to Cholon and we go to the temples, we get ideas. If we go to the countryside and we see the fishing boats, the colourful fishing boats with the eyes, we have a new idea. So every day we get inspired by the surroundings.
Who is the target buying your products?
Yeah, the main target are tourists who are coming here. We have a lot of Japanese who like our products, and tourists from every different country. Also, foreigners who live here, they love to buy the products to take them home. Vietnamese people also like them, but because it's their own culture, in general we find they're not so interested. They want to buy something that is a different culture, because obviously everyone likes something that is different. But what do you say in Vietnam? You say dum nuôi nai, chom nuôi nó.
Grass on the other field is always green.
Exactly, the grass is always green on the other side. So I think every country it's the same. You always are more interested in something that is not your own.
Is that the reason that your product is a little bit higher in the cosmetic market in comparison with the stay-at-home Vietnamese company when they create the same product?
Yeah, I think there are a few reasons. One reason is we use very high quality materials. We have foreign designers working and foreign trained designers, and also when we sell to the shops, they also take a big commission, so we have to put the price up a bit.
But one thing I also curious, for example, when I see something a little bit higher, maybe I will considering about the price is one of the initiative condition when we buy a product. You think that it just only not make your product not popular to all of the people? Because
I think
the tourists.
I think if it was cheaper, then probably more Vietnamese people would buy it. I think that's true, and I would be willing to work with someone if they could give us a much cheaper price. I'd be happy to work. Particularly, I'm always interested in doing charity work, because one of Mekong Belle's key things is to give back to charity. So, for example, I'd be happy to work with a state-owned enterprise to help them develop some educational materials for people in the countryside, to have some fun images. I'm always interested in that.
I just wonder, I just curious that your previous shop and your shop now, which you like, which you prefer?
Well, I love this because I'm independent, but this one earns less money than my previous jobs.
But it can bring you a lot of ideas.
A lot of ideas, a lot of fun, So I think in life it's interesting to do jobs in many different backgrounds, many different areas, and then you learn a lot.
So how about your husband? What is his comments when you change your job?
He's happy that I can be working, so I'm closer to the children and not go away so much. But sometimes he also encourages me to make more money.
But he always support with some of the things.
He's very supportive.
Laws, right?
He's very supportive.
Thank you very much for sharing with us your story, and actually I'm very interested in those of textbook, and hope that you will design more products in the future.
Thank you very much.
You want to say anything to the audience?
Vietnam chom tim thôi.
Thank you, and hope that you will have more products.
Thanks a lot. Thanks you. Thanks for coming.
Thưa quý vị, chúng ta vừa đến với cuộc trò chuyện cùng với cô Annabelle, và hy vọng rằng qua những cuộc trò chuyện này quý vị cũng đã khám phá thêm những điều thú vị từ những sản phẩm tưởng chừng như rất là đơn giản nhưng đã mang đậm nét văn hóa truyền thống của Việt Nam. Cảm ơn quý vị đã theo dõi chương trình này. Xin hẹn gặp lại vào số lần sau.